This construction is ghetto. But just relax, relax, relax. The way I have been adjusting the focus, sitting down, adjusting the lighting, figuring out my sound, getting my shit together, my notes and everything so I can read everything properly for y'all. Getting dressed like this is a lot. In the spirit of Beyonce, actually, matter of fact. Okay. Woo! Just need to get that out my system, period. Hello, welcome to episode 2, season 2 of KAS'S Korner. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm checking in with the spirit of Beyonce and Ari. Beyonce, Ari, Beyonce, Ari, Ari, Beyonce, Ari, B, Ari, B, R&B. Yeah. They have really been getting me through this challenging Virgo season, Mercury retrograde, and all the other planets that have been in retrograde. Astrology girls, stand up, because girl, this has been, it's been a challenge, but you know, we don't never let them see me sweat, okay? Anyway, I'm so glad to have y'all back here with me. Please excuse any construction that you hear. What's up, y'all? It's voiceover Kas here. I feel like an old ex trying to apologize and get back into your life. Anyway, I apologize for the construction noises you hear throughout the video, as well as the horizontal grainy lines that appear on screen. It's not your computer, it's the footage. I had my shutter speed way too high for this, but I feel like it's still a good quality video, so I decided to go with it. And I also apologize for looking down several times throughout this video. I've been reading my notes from my computer that's resting on my bed, so don't mind me. I hope you still enjoyed the video, and yeah, let's get back into it. Sorry. Anyway, I have this vision of how I want these topics to go from video to video. Ideally, one will build on top of the other. I just want to leave everybody with something that feels good, substantial, fun, exciting, new, unique. I'm just testing it out to see how it goes. I really appreciate all the love on the first episode. It's giving very much shot in the dark, but I'm trusting the Lord. God got me. God got me, period. So last time you learned a lot about me, but what about you? Huh? How about you? What about you? Who are you? What are you trying to accomplish in this life? To make that less meta and less of an interrogation, I'm specifically interested in the topic of an artistic brand, a topic which I personally despise sometimes, but anyway, versus your identity, the core of who you are. Like I said in that last video, I've really been pushing over the last year to try to get to the core of my personal mission as an artist and also rediscover my passion for what I do. So naturally, the question of branding has come up a few times along the way, but one event that happened a couple weeks ago really started making me like tease it apart and think about it more deeply. So backstory, I'm sitting here at work just minding my business, working, but also like kind of not really, because you know, sometimes I'll be watching YouTube videos and I watched one of my favorite tarot readers. She happened to be live at the time that I was at my desk. So I tuned into the live. She was giving live tarot readings on YouTube. I ended up sending her a Venmo payment for a reading and waited in line for my turn. Everybody's asking like about their love life and career and whatever, and I decided to ask about my career as a music artist. Where's my journey taking me? What should I be focused on? When she finally got to me in the roster of people that she was reading for, she immediately asked me where to find my music, and I'm sitting at my desk like scrambling, screaming, crying, rolling on the floor, trying to figure out, girl, how do I copy and paste everything I'm doing while I'm trying to like listen to what she's saying? And like, it was just a lot. It was a lot of people in there live watching it. Girl, you reading me in front of all these people. Like, what's going on? I eventually found a link to Like God on YouTube and pasted it into the chat. And she checked it out live, opened it and everything and listened to the song. She liked it, which thank God. It would be really awkward if she didn't like it. But then she asked, where can I find you? I don't see you anywhere. Like, I don't know. I don't have a face to put to what you're doing. Then she started reading the cards, and the cards were saying, and the downloads that she was getting were, you need to be visually seen by people. People need to have a visual to ascribe your music to. And in that moment, like while I was sitting at my desk, chomping on my chips, sweating because she's reading me down, like for filth, I realized where my hesitancy was coming from. It was coming from wanting to be honored and celebrated for my work, but not necessarily wanting to be seen. I also realized in that moment that high visibility is actually pretty scary for someone like me. Like, I'll be in the house. I'll be outside. Y'all be seeing me outside, but like, that's party. Who I am on the inside is very much introvert, like just do it and let the work speak for itself. But I also realized that I just hadn't put in the time to like Amazon package myself for the world to consume. Although being super duper visible is a reasonable fear that a lot of people have in today's world, I had to really step back and ask myself, what is holding me back from exposing my gifts to the world? The answer to that was A, I don't want to be put into a box in terms of my style, my morals, who I am as a person, and B, I really didn't want to lose who I am at the core. The person underneath everything y'all see is empathetic, a leader, goofy as hell, and most importantly, proudly imperfect. I am not perfect by any stretch of the word. I do not claim that. Like, we're flawed, okay? We are flawed. But I realized at that point, like, my dreams and my goals are too big to be stagnant and too big to be succumbing to this fear. At some point you ask yourself, is staying stuck in the fear of branding and visibility worth the silence and isolation it can cause? That brings me to today's conversation on brand versus self. Are they the same? Are they different? Do they overlap? Let's talk about it. So the brand, the difference between the brand and the self. What's the purpose of the brand? For me, a brand represents the shiny exterior. Let me not act like I can see these notes without my glasses, child. The brand is like the table of contents that people look through as they glaze over our highly saturated pool of artists in New York. Specifically, it's a lot of us in here. In other words, I think of the brand as what people see, how you represent yourself to the world. Now, usually encompasses your products, whether it's your music, your art, lotion, body oils, massage services, whatever it is. Usually there's some sort of artistic mission. For an artist, it could be your artist bio, a short paragraph, 3-4 sentences about who you are, where you come from, and what you're inspired by. Usually also encompasses some sort of visual aesthetic. It could be retro, futuristic, abstract, colorful and playful, like you name it, it's out there. Usually a brand will encompass specific messaging about the product or whatever it is you're selling, so to speak. And finally, for me, a good brand is about a mood and attitude. Is it fun? Is it stoic? Is it neutral? What vibes are you giving off with what you're doing? Now, disclaimer, I'm still figuring all this out for myself, so like, don't ask me what I think about all of this, because I'm still figuring it out. I haven't gotten it all nailed and all ready yet, but I'm trying. Hopefully you can glean from what I already have out here, what I'm trying to do, what I'm about. Now let's separate from the brand and talk about the self. To me, the self feels like everything that doesn't neatly fit into a brand. This is just you, who you are at your core. Getting to the root of who you are could mean a lot of different things. For me, it could look like learning yourself. What are your habits? Your desires, your fears? What are your dreams? It could also mean considering how you walk the world and how you see the world, your life experiences and philosophies. For me, I'm Black, I'm queer, I lean more towards abolitionist frameworks and embodying a framework of radical love, radical expression, not limited by any of the social pressures we find ourselves up against in terms of class, race, gender, sexuality, citizenship, ability, all that shit. I'm just like, girl, throw that out the window and just do you. That's how I live. Getting clear on the root of who you are could also mean reflecting on how you move around other people. I suggest calling a friend. Usually our friends, family, people we're close to can help us sort of like articulate that. And finally, learning about the self could really mean reflecting on who you are when you're alone. I'm personally a loner, but I love people. Like, I love certain people. But I spend a lot of time alone at the same time. Now let's pivot into thinking about the brand and the self together. How do they come together? What's the relationship? For me, the relationship is this. I think of the brand as the bread on a sandwich, and I think of the self as the stuff in the sandwich. Or if you live in New York like me, and you usually get your deli order on a hero or a roll or whatever, same concept. And in my opinion, when the relationship works well, the brand and the self reinforce each other and they hold each other together. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. To wrap it all up, I'll leave you with a couple of questions and things to consider that have really helped me as I've been learning and developing my brand and getting more clear on who I am. What is your process of figuring out who you are? Do you ask yourself questions? Take yourself on dates? How can you build yourself and your brand while leaving room for growth in both? And lastly, I just want to leave you with this reminder. You are worthy, you're powerful, you're capable. Take your time. These things take time. This is just a conversation piece. This is not by any means a landing point or an end point. It'll all come together in due time. Like don't worry about it. It'll work. Just put in the time, be introspective and think about it. So in alignment with the theme of today's topic, the brand versus the self, I figured I would give y'all a nice little intimate performance of a song that I wrote back in like 2020 called Genderful Noise. It's off of my project 225. Please check it out. It's my baby. It's my firstborn. And this song to me really represents me being comfortable with my gender expression, being queer, being black, all the things that I am, calling everybody to reject any judgment that doesn't serve us and create community around us just being the vibrant and beautiful people we are. So yeah, let's get into that song or whatever. Take a look at me, boundless, vast and deep, spoon-fed from containers since birth. We've lost our way, severed from the earth. Air and water, dove and child, all are free, all the wild. So don't trap my body, yeah, don't trap my voice. Just absorb genderful noises. See me before in another life. Don't look too hard, you'll straight the third eye. Trust what we're saying, oh, but what you think you see. Sweet dance in the light transform, won't you join me? Hey, yeah, I want the dove and child, all are free and all are wild. So don't trap my body, yeah, don't trap my voice. Just absorb genderful noises. We are the sun, we are the moon. We'll make you shiver, we'll make you swoon. We are the snowflakes stuck to your eyelash. We are the daffodils springing up from the grass. We are the fireflies, we are the trees. We are blue skies, we are the summer breeze. We are the captains, we are the sea. Society's nightmare, your wildest dreams. Air and water, dove and child, all are free, all are wild. So don't trap my body, yeah, don't trap my voice. Just absorb genderful noises. All of Before I get up out of her, I want to let you know if you're in New York and you want to see me perform live, I have a show coming up on October 26th at 7:30 p.m. at East Hay in East Williamsburg. You should definitely come out. It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited and really looking forward to showcasing some new music that I'm working on. New tunes, purr. I'm so excited for this show. It's a beautiful rooftop with great food, great drinks, great music, and other grown folk shit. So pull up and I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for tuning in for this second episode and look out for some more updates coming soon. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @JKAS_. I neglected to say the underscore in the last video, so this is the correct one. It's _JKAS_. To keep up with all my happenings, be sure to follow all my links and my music in the description box, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye, y'all. Wow, I did that.